Call the Monday, July 1st, 2024, Common Council City of Porte meeting to order. We will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Mike.
Councilman Buchanan.
Mike.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Clerk Treasurer Parthone.
Councilman Buchanan.
Here.
Councilwoman Konechny.
Present.
Councilwoman West. Here. Councilman Frankie.
Here.
Councilwoman Huffman.
Present.
Councilwoman Ficus.
Present.
Councilman Galloway.
Yeah.
All present.
Approval of minutes. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Petitions and comments of citizens. I currently do not have any, and nothing online. Standing committee reports. Council President Frankie.
Nothing to report at the moment, thanks.
Councilwoman Huffman.
Nothing to report at this time.
Councilwoman Ficus.
Traffic Commission meets tomorrow, 5 PM at the police station, and then Park Board will have their next meeting Wednesday, July 17th, 4 PM at the park office.
Councilman Galloway.
Police Merit Commission meeting will be a week from tomorrow, the 10th. It's on a Tuesday at 2 o'clock at LaPorte Police Department.
Councilwoman West.
Nothing to report.
Councilman Buchanan.
The Historic Preservation Commission met on June 18th. Discussions regarding a plaque program for historically designated properties occurred. Also, the middle school teacher, Mr. Seiko, that presented to us before, presented his historical marker idea for Fred Bennon. The HPC voted favorably to recommend the marker locations Plaza 618 to the Board of Public Works. He needs the location verified so that he can apply. The next Plan Commission meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, July 9th at 6 p.m. in council chambers. End of report.
Councilwoman Konechny.
The Airport Authority will meet next Wednesday, July 10th at 5:15 at the airport. End of report.
Council President Frankie. Introduction of a resolution.
Your Honor, I move to introduce a resolution read for its entirety for the first and only time.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Council President Frankie.
Resolution approving use of a tax abatement on real property taxes created by the construction of a new senior living facility. Whereas Bella Largo Senior Living has requested of the Common Council of the City of LaPorte approval to use a tax abatement on real property taxes created by the construction of a new senior living facility located at 4144 North State Road 39, LaPorte, at an investment of $16 million. And whereas it is in the public interest that the City of LaPorte avail itself of the Economic Revitalization Area Statement of Benefits provided by Indiana Code, Section 6-1.1-12.1, to stimulate economic growth within the community, and whereas on June 19th, 2024, Bella Largo Senior Living filed with the city planner as required an application for consideration for a statement of benefits, and whereas Bella Largo Senior Living agrees to comply with the conditions set forth in Resolution Number 90-2, Section 7, and whereas Bella Largo Senior Living intends to construct, a new 48,000 square foot senior living facility along 39 North at a cost of $16 million to build and equip, whereas the city planner has prepared a report concerning such deductions. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Common Council of the City of LaPorte as follows. Number one, $16 million will be invested to build and equip this new facility. Number two, this new construction project will provide additional senior living options throughout LaPorte County. Number three, that the creation of 50 new jobs as a result of this development can be reasonably expected from a project of this size. Number four, real property tax abatement on a 5-year term utilizing the attached abatement schedule on Exhibit A is approved. And the resolution.
This is a resolution and can pass this evening. Bert Cook, Economic Development Director for LEAP.
Good evening to the City Council. Bert Cook, Executive Director of the LaPorte Economic Advancement Partnership. So today I have Ed Arnold and John English with me, who are principals in this development. As was referenced in the resolution, it is a 48,000 square foot senior living facility. About 60 beds of that will be assisted living and 30 will be memory care. Ultimately, we'll employ 50 people at full build-out. It's about a $16 million investment in our community. I appreciate Ed and John's patience, as this project has been coming for a long time, but has required the improvements along 39 North, specifically the water improvements, in order to be a viable project. We are asking for your support utilizing a tax abatement. It's a little different than some of the other abatements we've used recently. So this is a 5-year term, and we're allowing them to realize all of their savings within that 5-year period of time. That does two things. One, it better benefits the company early on, as that's their, when they're most vulnerable. But it also then gets the project fully within the TIF district and paying taxes more quickly as well. So that would occur in year 6, which, as you know, we are taking on debt in that area to finance the water improvements that we've discussed at length recently. Happy to answer any questions you have about the incentive, the tool that we're asking you to use, about the project itself. If there's anything that's unclear or that I can help you better understand.
So I mean, I think we've heard all around, we need senior living of all types, and well, I'm getting that call, so, questions for Mr. Cook?
I'd also I would be remiss if I forgot to mention, there is some public infrastructure work that needs to occur in this area, and so it's near the Hampton Inn on 39 North. Really want to express my appreciation for Matt Reardon and the county redevelopment team. They've worked hand in hand with the city, and although we don't have all of those details worked out as I stand here today, I think the county is willing to assist with some of those improvements, and it's really just much like the press conference we saw this afternoon. It's really great to see the city and the county working cooperatively to assist with development across our community. So I did want to mention that I appreciate Matt and his assistance as well.
And just as a part of this, even Mark Childress from the 39th board was at the welcome meetings, and so he basically agreed that our agreement between the 39 North board and the city of LaPorte is basically agreed upon. It just now has to be signed by the 39 North board at their July meeting, and you know, everything is falling into place, and this could be a nice facility, especially for those seniors that are in need for a place. Questions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. This can be approved this evening.
Please note before the vote, 4th paragraph, there's a typo. I believe construction should be construct.
Construct, yes.
Okay, so I would suggest there's another edit that needs to, or amendment that needs to be made. 4155 should be the correct address as well.
So do I have an amended motion with the correct address of 4155 North State Road 39, and then also whereas Bella Largo Senior Living intends to construct a new 48,000 square foot senior living facility. Do I have an amended motion?
So moved.
Do I have an amended second?
Second.
Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you. Councilman Galloway.
I'd like to introduce the resolution.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Councilman Galloway.
Additional appropriation for community development block grant Whereas it has been determined that it is now necessary to appropriate more money than was appropriated in the annual budget. Now therefore, Section 1, be it resolved by the Common Council of the City of LaPorte, LaPorte County, Indiana, that for the expenses of the taxing unit, the following additional sums of money are hereby appropriated, all the fund named and for the purposes specified, subject to the laws governing the same. CDBG 2226-103-315.002. Okay, let me get this. Yeah. That's it.
Subrecipient.
Yeah, thanks. Grants. Amount requested, $33,000. Amount approved, $33,000. CDBG 2226-103-421.001. Sidewalk improvements, $36,131.74 requested. Amount approved, $36,131.74. Total amount requested, $69,131.74. Amount approved, $69,131.74.
So before I open this for a public hearing, Mary Ann Richards is here.
Subrecipient, got it.
And so, Mary Ann, if you don't mind just coming forward for a moment, and if you haven't seen the work, and I want to give thanks to Mary Ann, a lot of sidewalks in a low census area continue to be completed, and even moving over towards some of Michigan Avenue.
These funds are funds that were in the entitlement from last year, and they were unused, so we're rolling them into this year's budget in order to satisfy grant agreements for the subrecipient, and also to add it to the sidewalk project, because I'm sure I'm going to need it.
And as a separate note, Phase 1 from the lawsuit many years ago regarding sidewalks, Phase 1 is basically complete after speaking with our engineering and planning, and that's amazing. So that work is done. Many times throughout the summer, Mary Ann's walking the streets, checking the sidewalks.
Thanks.
And yes, but great work by the team to get that accomplished, and it continues to see improvements. So, any questions for Mary Ann? Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
I would like to open this up to a public hearing. Before I do, this has been
properly, proper publication, affidavit of publication on June 20, 2024. Porte County Health Dispatch.
Is there anybody that would like to speak from the public? I will now open up to the public hearing regarding this. Anybody would like to speak from the public? Hearing none, I will now close the public hearing portion. Do I have a motion to pass?
So moved.
Motion and a second. Discussion from the council. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Other business. I believe Wednesday evening, fireworks at Fox Park. Thursday, the parade, and don't worry about the weather forecast. It doesn't rain on the 4th of July, so we expect a fantastic parade. And then Chief Snyder's here to report on, just to remind everybody, the safety for fireworks. If you could come forward, please, and just put a quick reminder out there.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. We always stress to leave the fireworks for professionals, but we know that that's all on deaf ears. But if, try to take advantage of the shows that are around that are professionally done first and foremost. If you are going to shoot fireworks, just be very safe with it. Alcohol and fireworks don't mix. Guns and alcohol don't mix, same thing with fireworks. We see a lot of that happening where people are getting very brave with fireworks when they drink. So please make sure to be safe, use common sense. And one thing I will throw in there is a little note. I know that we've had in previous years some individuals that are very good about picking up their fireworks, which we commend them. Put those into a metal container because over the last 3 years, we've had fires where people have done their pickup of the debris and then set it in a plastic or some type of flammable container right next to the house, and then ultimately, about 4 hours later, the house is on fire. And like I said, we've had a number of those calls here in the past 3 or 4 years. So please clean them up, but do it with a metal container. Those are a couple of points. So
And be respectful of your neighbors, not throughout the night. You know, we have kids, animals to be respectful of. and-
yeah, there is a city ordinance, state law, and that specifies no later than midnight, even on the 4th of July. So like the mayor said, be respectful because the police can and will write fines for that, and it's a pretty substantial fine. I think it's in the several $100 range of what that fine is.
I believe it's at 11 o'clock every night except for the 4th,
It is,
which
yeah,
goes till
4th
midnight.
of July, it just goes a little bit longer.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. Everybody have a wonderful, safe, and happy 4th of July.